Hello and welcome to the Music Jack Podcast. This is episode number 16. This week you're joined by myself, Bruce,
Ron,
and Ed.
We're going to take a quick dive into some Billboard. I guess we can start off with the Hot 100. Alright, get this out of the way.
have at it.
Starting at number 1, we have WAP by Cardi B featuring...
That's Wet Ass Pussy.
Oh.
That's what it stands for?
Yup.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been seeing comments about that song all over Twitter.
Yeah, that's at number 1. That's brand new.
Woo!
And then at number 2, you got Rockstar by DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch.
Is it the remix?
It just says... It doesn't say.
Okay, because they just put out a I think recently...
They did another remix of that? Because there was a remix out probably about like 2 weeks after it came out.
There's a Black Lives Matter remix.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yep.
Okay, 'cause I saw it pop up on YouTube. I didn't know how recent it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it's...
At number 3, we've got Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. It's going up a spot.
Wow.
What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow featuring DaBaby is at number 4. It's gone down 1 spot. Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles is at number 5, coming down from number 1. Roses by St. John is at number 6, coming down a spot. Savage Love by Josh689 and Jason Derulo is sitting at number 7, comfortably, apparently. Smile by Juice WRLD and The Weeknd is coming in at number 8, a brand new entry as well. Go Crazy by Chris Brown and Young Thug is coming in at number 9. And Before You Go by Louis Capaldi is sitting at number 10, up from a number 11.
Cool. So, while Ed does his thing, we'll move right into the Billboard 200 for albums. So at number 1, we still have Folklore by Taylor Swift. I'm actually not surprised. I kind of thought it would sit there. Number 2 is Legends Never Die by Juice WRLD. That has gone up a spot. We have Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, Deluxe Edition by Pop Smoke, down to number 3 from number 2. We have Pray for Love by Rod Wave at number 4, went up 19 spots. We have Luke Bryan at number 5 with a new entry with Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. The Hamilton soundtrack has gone down 2 spots to number 6. Dreamland is a new entry at number 7 by Glass Animals. Blame It On Baby by DaBaby is down 2 spots to number 8. My Turn by Lil Baby is down 4 spots to number 9. And NLE Choppa with Top Shotta at number 10, new entry.
On to the Billboard Artists list. We got Taylor Swift sitting at number 1. Juice WRLD at number 2, may he rest in peace. Harry Styles at number 3. Pop Smoke at number 4, may he also rest in peace. Billie Eilish at number 5. DaBaby at number 6. Post Malone at number 7. And Lil Baby at number 8. Luke Combs at number 9. And The Weeknd at number 10. And that, I believe, wraps up our Billboard segment.
It does.
Yeah, because I don't think we have anything special to say about it.
Oh, other than Post Malone working on new music.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Don't know when, but apparently he's working on something. So, why don't we start with Ed this week?
Alright, I had Karma 3 by Dave East. I didn't have the album up already, so...
Slacking a little.
I am slacking a little. Give me a break, bro.
Here you go, have one.
Alright. Unruly, which is the second song on the album, featuring Popcorn. Fucking love that song. The City, featuring Trey Songz, which they sample a blues track. Actually, I had the name of it, called "Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City," by Bobby Bland. So I thought that was dope because I enjoy the cover, the blues covers of that song that I've heard. So that was pretty cool to hear. I thought it was all around a solid album.
Yeah, it was actually pretty decent for what it was.
Yeah.
I think my favorite song was Fuck That. Just because it was stupid and energetic.
And they said the F word a million times.
Yes. But
That had Dolphin on it.
It did. Had Young Dolph on it.
Yeah, he dropped an album this week.
That you didn't care to talk about. That's why I thought it was funny he was on this one.
Yeah, it was I don't know. There's
It was an
nothing,
album.
there's nothing for me on there.
But it was an album.
It was an album.
Yeah, I didn't get to finish this one because I stopped what I was doing while I was listening to it. So I didn't finish, I think, the last 2 songs.
All right.
But, I mean, just overall, from, what I did listen to, it's pretty good for what it is.
Gotcha. You want to move on to my favorite Nigerian artist
Sure.
before we
Go right ahead.
before we carry on? Barnaboy dropped his new album called Twice as Tall. A lot of good songs on here. Level Up, Alarm Clock, Way Too Big. Wonderful was another good one. Naughty by Nature was another good one, featuring Naughty by Nature.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, The Monsters You Made was another standout track off this album.
Yeah, I saw that one circulating a little bit.
Yes. I did recommend a song off the album called Way Too Big. Anybody get a chance to listen to it? Because I recommended it yesterday, so.
I did not.
I went through it. It was alright. Wasn't my cup of tea, but it was alright.
Yeah.
Because I talked to you before we set up about it. It was like, to me, it was like, it was weird just because it was mumble rap, and I typically don't enjoy mumble rap as it is.
Yeah.
But him also having a Nigerian accent on top of it just made it a little weird for me, even more. So I was like, I don't know, it was out there. Just not my thing at all.
Not your cup of tea.
But, why don't we go with Bruce next?
All right. Well, I didn't have an album to give you guys this week, but I did have a couple of singles. I'll have to pull the text so I can remember the names of every single one.
It was a good list.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
So I started it off with Strong by Amaranth. And second song they released for their upcoming album. Damn, is it good.
It was alright.
Yeah.
I like the instrumentals behind it.
Yeah, it's pretty dang good.
Her voice is pretty good too, though.
I had The Devil Went Down to Georgia,
Which is a cover by Nickelback. I gotta
Yeah.
say, I was not
Holy
impressed.
shit. I was impressed just because I wasn't expecting much out of it.
No, I wasn't expecting much out of it either.
I mean, I like Nickelback, and they did a good job.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I just didn't care for the cover.
I thought the licks were good, but
I just think I think for me, his voice was what threw it off for me because it was more baritone and deep singing than it was his grittiness, and I was like, that's a little weird for me coming from him.
well, you could tell he was like trying to recreate the song, not.
Oh yeah,
Not
which is
trying
why
to-
I think they could have done better.
Yeah, I think he was aiming for like the Dave Matthews cover of the song.
Yeah, and I feel like they could have done better by
I
doing their little spin on it with the lyrics and vocals, but
Yeah.
If they did their own spin on it, I think it would have been a little better. But the guitar riffs were
Oh, absolutely,
Fucking
It was
impressive.
amazing.
absolutely.
that's what really stood out to me on that.
I'm pretty sure they're working on new material as well. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I mean, if they're releasing a cover track, they're probably working on new material.
I saw something about them doing something after Feed the Machine. So
Okay.
I'm curious. I will probably give it a shot because I like Nickelback.
Yeah.
As most people don't, though. Apparently.
Yeah, I'll be taking a listen to it when it does come out, if it does.
Yes, that is the most controversial artist or group that we've talked about on this podcast.
This is true.
Well, yeah. I guess
Actually,
so.
no, we did talk about 6ix9ine
Briefly.
so the second most.
Did we ever talk about?
We've
Cardi
also
B?
talked about Eminem, so there's another one.
Yeah, but I feel like Eminem's
He's
more accepted.
He's more accepted. Did we ever talk about Cardi B?
We not really.
Her
That's
name's come
probably-
up, but I don't think we've
that's
ever talked about
Probably
her.
a good thing.
We've never full on talked about her.
It's a good thing.
Why is that a good thing?
Why is it? Why would it be anything but a good thing?
I'm just wondering. I mean, I like her backstory. Like, she was a stripper. Now, she got out of, dancing for money to.
Making music, but
Hey,
and dancing in the videos for
Yes.
money.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna knock the backstory. It's just I
don't care
can't
for her
stand
style.
music.
Yeah,
Okay.
But after Nickelback, we got Nest of Vipers by Devil Driver.
this one I liked.
It was hardcore.
I did not expect that. Because normally you recommend melodic
And
power metal.
Yes.
I did not
And
expect
here I
this.
gave you heavy.
You gave us thrash.
Was not expecting that.
It was damn good though.
I wasn't expecting most of what you recommended.
You
Well,
had a nice blend of thrash and metalcore.
I'm actually trying a little different technique to try to find all new stuff. Instead of just seeing the recommended new stuff, I'm going through the entire list and looking for stuff that's interesting. It's working a lot better, as you can tell.
Yes.
And then I've got Chemicals by Chemicals by Conquer Divide.
This one's fucking dope.
It is so good.
Can't wait for fucking October.
I think out of the songs you recommended, I think this one's my favorite.
This one definitely is
This
the best.
is one of my favorites as well.
It's the best metal track I've heard all week.
And then
Wow.
wow, you're hurting Ron right to his core, right to his metal.
That was
core.
released this week.
Fair.
There we go. And then the last, but definitely not the least for me, is Crown Prince Syndrome by The Unguided.
Oh, wait up. That was the one. My bad.
That one was pretty good too.
Yes.
This is by
I was
far
off.
my favorite. It has already been put into my repertoire of regular metal and stuff, because it starts out heavy metal, and it's like, great, this is great sounding. And then they drop it, and it goes into like a melodic heavy metal.
Which
Oh
is
my god, I love it.
what we call metalcore.
Yeah. That.
I love this track so much.
And elitists.
That's what I thought we were talking about previously. Sorry.
Yeah, and
That was the track I meant to talk
And
about.
for some reason, in the metal community, the elitists think metalcore is not a genre, and that it should die. But no.
I enjoy metalcore, but yet then again, I guess I'm not really much of a metalhead, so that would, my opinion, doesn't count.
I guess, I don't know. I wouldn't say that though.
Yeah, no, I think Chemicals and Crown Prince Syndrome are my two favorites, other
Oh my
than
God, yeah.
Nest of Vipers, because those are just really good.
You want to talk about the Billie Eilish cover that they released?
Yeah,
This was it last Friday?
Conquer Divide dropped a Bad Guy cover by from Billie Eilish.
Yes.
I'm curious,
It
so I
was
might give it a shot,
It's actually really good.
Yeah, it's better than the original.
which is not hard to do.
Well, the original is actually pretty darn good. It's just there's obviously ways to improve it.
Yeah, don't have her sing it.
Well, the big,
She kind of mumble sings it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's mainly her style, though.
So I'm saying I don't like her style,
A
so
lot
it's
of her
like,
stuff is just singing that way. And
so
her-
to improve it, you just don't have Billie Eilish sing the song.
But I mean, that is probably one of the things she was doing to try to get the feel of the song, just to make it feel a
Right?
certain
I'm not
way.
saying she's a bad
Yeah,
artist. I just don't like her.
Yeah, I don't like her style.
Yeah.
But that is all I've got for relevancy is so far.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have a bit of a curveball in the sense that it's not necessarily new, because it came out. We're in August. This came out, I think, last month or 2 months ago.
You said it came out in June.
I'm actually gonna double check it real quick here.
I actually sent Ron a text when I went to listen to this album
Yeah, so this came out.
saying 2015 question mark.
Yeah. So I have an album by Righteous Vendetta called Not Dead Yet, in parentheses, a rejected record. So the story behind it is this was originally written in 2015, and it got rejected by the label they were under for some odd fucking reason. And it's just now getting released independently of the band, or by the band independently. And it came out 2 months ago, but that's because the list of current releases were not interesting, because they were either re-releases, live records, or King Buzzo, which was not interesting.
Or primal Neanderthal music
Which I also found boring.
with metal noises.
Yeah, which I found boring. Yep, that's all that was. So this is why I recommended it. I recommended Righteous Vendetta with Not Dead Yet.
I always vowed not to talk shit, but I am in a shit talking mood. I'm like, I don't want to talk shit on these artists, but today,
Yeah.
I don't know
So-
what it is, man.
This album came out June 5th of 2020, originally written in 2015. But my god, is it 16 songs of great metalcore mixed with arena rock feel. because it's very stripped and simplistic in terms of instrumentals. So it's just like guitar, rhythm guitar, bass, drums. There's no like heavy technical stuff going on. But it has a metalcore feel, but it's that arena rock feel or type of style that Black Veil Brides and Avenged Sevenfold usually do. And it is just amazing. One of my favorite songs is Kill the Lights, which they've released way back as a single. But I also like the first track, which is Fully Alive. Gunpowder is another one they released not too long ago, and then they released the album. I love the whole album as a whole, but I think those are some of my standouts, as well as Lovesick, Revolution. It's a lot of good stuff. So even though it's not technically relevant for the week, that is what I have. That is what I recommend. It's been on repeat.
So before we move on to what we've been messing with, I do have a album that was recently, I guess you could say EP. It's 6 songs by an artist by name of Holly Humestone.
Okay.
Her again, it's called Falling Asleep at the Wheel EP. Very soft, mild sounding pop, but really relaxing to listen to. So I actually enjoyed it, but no real standouts, but just relaxing album to listen to. So
those are always nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so moving on to shit we've been fucking with, pretty much anything we've been listening to recently.
Yep.
For me, it's been Not Dead Yet, just because that's a banger of fucking album. That's kind of about it. That's where I've been at.
I've been obviously still with Eurobeat again, because Eurobeat is amazing.
Been on that kick for a little while now.
Because Eurobeat is amazing. Because it's always time for Eurobeat, especially when the sun goes down. Which is one of my favorite songs. That is Eurobeat as well.
Oh. Dua Lipa. I decided to dive, like, her tracks, because I realized there's a few tracks by her that I actually enjoy. And I found she's got a lot of really good music.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It actually reminds me, I've been listening to Lady Gaga as well recently.
There you go. But, yeah, outside of that, it was just, usual suspects. A$AP Rocky, Schoolboy Q.
Mm-hmm. And, at the job site, of course, whenever I'm at work, always got to play Five Finger Death Punch. Always got to play System of a Down.
I feel like anywhere where there's manual labor going on,
There's Five Finger Death Punch.
there's Five Finger Death Punch and System of a Down.
Oh my god. It's
With like a hint of Disturbed.
oh my god, you're describing everything we do at work. Like everything that we listen to for like 2 months. And then I like to throw in Avenged Sevenfold. I like to throw in some Rise Against as well. They always got some good stuff to throw in there.
There you go. I actually listened to some Offspring
I love the Offspring.
one day last week. I don't know what it was. I was just in the mood to hear it, so I did.
Yeah, whenever I'm on a kick for music, it's usually the pop punk genre for some reason. So I fall into Fall Out Boy. I'll go to Panic at the disco. I'll go to Yellow Card. I'll go to a little bit of Green Day. I'll go to Story Untold. Don't know why. Simple Plan, Offspring. I don't know why, but it's just generally where I go when I don't want to listen to straight on metal. It's weird. That's where I end up, usually. It's good.
Gotcha.
So, we can move into news, if we've got any.
I'm scrolling through to try to see if there's anything.
There currently are no news about any kind of opening up of
Words, Bruce. Find them.
The words have evaded me. Just like the concerts have. Yes, there it is. The concerts are not going to be coming back anytime soon.
No,
apparently.
not until next year. But while Ed scrolls for news, Linkin Park, I brought this up on our other show that we do.
Yep.
which is Ish Talkers Anonymous.
That it is.
So if anybody ever wants to listen, just listen to the three people bullshit in a room for about an hour to an hour and a half. Go listen to Ish Talkers Anonymous. You can find that on YouTube, where the three of us go places in our conversations.
All kinds of places.
Yes.
Very interesting places. I'm
Sad.
not sure if you can come back from.
I don't think we've fully recovered from some of our episodes.
No, we haven't.
I haven't changed a bit because those episodes are my life. That's just me spouting my bullshit.
Yes.
So if that is something that you're interested in, go on and check it out.
Once again, that is Ish Talkers Anonymous.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Linkin Park last week. I talked about this last week on our previous episode. They were planning on doing something for, I think, Hybrid Theory. With the speculations, they were going to do something for Hybrid Theory because it's 20 years of that album. That album came out in 2000. October 14th, if I remember correctly. 2000.
Damn.
Yes. Hard to believe it's that old already. But there was a rumor that they were going to do something special for it, being at the 20th anniversary of that record. And I talked about how you could go on their site, and it was an interactive version of the old band computer they had from that time period. Well, the announcement turned out to be a 20th anniversary edition of Hybrid Theory, where you could get a couple different box sets of it. There was a digital set, where you got a copy of Hybrid Theory, the reanimated version of Hybrid Theory with all the remixes. And you got a copy of an unreleased song called She Couldn't, which is very good if you've never heard it yet. You can find it on YouTube, and you can find it on any streaming platform that they have for music. It's a really good song. You also, I think with the digital set, you also got the B-side Rarities EP for Hybrid Theory. I don't know for sure. I have to look at it again. But then there was a CD and DVD box set, which gave you She Couldn't as well, and I think the EP thing for the Rarities. And then there was a vinyl set. There's a vinyl set you can get of Hybrid Theory, Reanimation, and the Rarities EP, as well as a copy of a downloadable version of She Couldn't. And then there's the Super Deluxe, which is $200, which gives you everything
Damn.
that these other sets have. Pre-orders are live now as we speak. The sets themselves don't release until October 9th. So, yeah. But
Damn, that sounds exciting.
yeah, if I had the money, I'd so pre-order right now.
Mhm.
I want it so bad.
So, Little Uzi Vert is selling virtual tickets to his virtual live show that's supposed to be live streamed on August 27th at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Maybe we should do that.
That's the day after the world reveal for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Sounds like it's a planned event.
It is a planned event, bro. It's Lil Uzi Vert. He plans out everything.
But, yeah, that got announced today as well.
Okay.
Unrelated news because it's not music, but Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War has a trailer out.
Oh, cool.
So,
Sorry to hear.
And that reveals August 26th.
Wait, did you say Cold War?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch this trailer afterwards to see what. Okay.
The trailer really doesn't give anything away.
That's not music, so let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I figured I'd just bring that up too. Because that concert's the day after the reveal.
So we want to move on to upcoming.
Sure.
Sure.
All
I
right.
can start us off if you wish.
Let's go.
So,
Yeah. Let's go.
an album I've been waiting for a while now is coming out the 21st of August.
Which is a Friday.
Yes. Sorrows by Vianity, the Swedish power metal band. I am so excited for this.
Are you?
Yeah. And so you guys know what I'm covering next week, just so you know. And I've also got Stone Jesus is dropping First Communion.
Stone Jesus?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a reissue. They're putting that out. And then Unleash the Archers is dropping Abyss,
Okay.
which I know I'm excited for as well. So it's going to be a hard pick of which Well, it's not really a hard pick, but it would almost be a hard pick of which album to cover next week. That's what I got.
So, get ready for the longest list of hip-hop albums you've ever heard.
All right, well then let's do my list first.
Okay.
So, I have on the 21st, here's a kicker, Anthrax with Persistence of Time 30th Anniversary Edition.
Ah, would you look at that?
Did you say Anthrax?
Yes, I did.
What?
They're having a 30th Anniversary Edition of Persistence of
Damn.
Time.
So you tell me that album was like from 91?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
90, actually.
Oh, it was 90? That was close.
You're off, Ed, but
But we also have Blues Pills with Holy Moly. We have here's an interesting band name that I love seeing. Cattle Decapitation.
Cattle Decapitation.
With the vinyl re-release of one of their albums.
Are they aliens?
Or I don't know. They're actually having 2 vinyl re-releases of 2 of their albums. So
What type of aliens are they though? Are they the Greys?
I don't know.
are they the Greens?
Or the Purples.
I feel like this is the wrong podcast for this.
But we also have Expander with Neuropunk Booster Gang. Neuropunk Booster Gang.
Okay.
It's an interesting album title.
I thought you were gonna say Neuropunk Booster Bang.
That's what I thought it was going to read as, and it's not. So, we also have Head PE with Class of 2020. We have Idle Threat with Nothing Is Broken for Good EP. Incantation with Sect of Vile Divinities, which sounds kind of interesting.
All right.
It's gonna be like 4 songs. Watch.
By one artist.
So Lecrae is dropping Restoration, and Nas is dropping King's Disease. If the Nas album drops, that's what we're talking about next week. Flat out. I don't care what else drops.
But what if it turns out not to be good? Are we still talking about it?
Well, you know me.
He's gonna talk about it. Don't worry.
I'll be upset. I'll be in here like, yo, can we not have the Music Shack podcast this week?
Welcome to the Music Shack podcast. This week it's Ron and Bruce.
Ed doesn't have any material for this week.
He's just crying in the corner.
Yeah, Ed's here recording, but he's unmiked. He didn't even set his mic up.
He's just here to make sure that we can get recorded.
I don't know what it is. He brought 2 mics and a bottle of Henny. I don't know. Okay, we're back
Welcome back.
after technical difficulty.
Where did we drop off and where are we going?
I was on a rant about how if the album was bad, I'd show up with
Okay.
2 mics and a bottle of Henny.
Yeah.
And then you immediately okay.
Yeah, then the computer froze. So
I think that's all we've got for upcoming then.
I believe so, unless you have anything else on there.
I had 2 albums.
It
That's
was a long list.
it was
Very long list.
ridiculously long list. Upcoming concerts? Not
There
near-
are none!
I have found 0.
Okay. Well then.
Unless there's virtual ones that I don't know about, which is probably the case. If we don't have any, then I do believe,
I believe
that
that's
wraps
it.
up
Wrap it up.
this week's episode of Music Shack Podcast.
Yes, it does.
As always, thank you guys for joining us again this week. We will be back next week with new stuff to talk about. I promise I'll have something relevant next week.
Please.
I'll give you an album if you need one. I'll be searching tomorrow.
But, yeah, like I said, thank you guys for being here.
Yep.
Thank you for the support. Have fun. Don't die.
Yep. Player, one love, stay safe, mosh and rave responsibly. You know, same shit, different day. See you next week.
Yeah. Yay, funny sound.